The global stage is set, the stakes have literally never been higher, and the 2026 FIFA World Cup has been a tournament of absolute fire. But look, beyond the emotion, beyond the sheer roar of the crowds in North America, a silent, relentless machine is crunching the numbers. Today, we are bringing you a high-stakes explainer detailing exactly how live data models, current player statistics, and the official bracket progression predict the exact 2026 World Cup final. We're bypassing the opinions and diving straight into the mathematical probability of ultimate victory. The dust has finally settled on the round of 16. Out of the 48 nations that began this sprawling, historic tournament, we are down to exactly 8. 8 clinical squads left standing in the official bracket. The paths are completely locked in. The data is live. So who mathematically survives to that massive July 19th final in New York? I challenge you to stick with me until the very last minute of this explainer to see if your country's statistical probability holds up against the absolute harshest predictive analytics.
Part 1. Clinical, Titans, and Tactics.
Just look at the sheer statistical dominance of our top 2 remaining teams on the Opta Power Rating scale. This is the premier metric for measuring true squad strength. Spain, they're sitting at a flawless, absolutely perfect 100 rating, making them the #1 ranked team in the world. Right on their heels, France holds a massive 98.6. And just to put into context how brutal this tournament actually is, Germany entered with an 89.6 rating, and they are already eliminated. Spain and France are statistical juggernauts, operating at a level of tactical supremacy that literally breaks standard predictive models. When you look at the bracket, it presents 2 vastly different realities. The left bracket is an absolute heavyweight gauntlet. France and Spain are on a collision course, facing brutal, high-intensity paths. Meanwhile, over on the right bracket, defending champions Argentina are navigating an entirely different tactical landscape. They're facing intense, highly structured defensive setups that are custom designed to shut down Lionel Messi. Let's rapidly check the knockout stage metrics. France dismantled Sweden 3-0 and then edged Paraguay 1-0. Spain mirrored that exact defensive supremacy, taking out Austria 3-0 before systematically edging out Portugal 1-0. They're suffocating their opponents. Contrast that with Argentina, who have survived absolute thrillers, outlasting Cabo Verde 3-2 in extra time, and then surviving a massive scare from Egypt 3-2. Spain and France are proving defensively impenetrable, while Argentina is relying on sheer offensive survival and clinical resilience. Now, here is the crucial point. The margin of error is basically 0. The Opta data indicates a razor-thin 6.5 rating margin in these elite matchups. That mathematically proves that at this quarterfinal stage, every single tactical shift, every single substitution matters. One structural mistake equals elimination. Moving on to part 2, dark horses and underdogs. Entering the tournament ranked 25th globally, Norway completely shocked the world and the 92.2 rated Brazil with a 2-1 upset in the round of 16. The pre-match win probability variables were totally shattered as Erling Haaland and the Norwegian squad executed a flawless, high-stakes tactical game plan to send the South American giants home. Unbelievable. And we absolutely cannot talk about tactical perfection without discussing Morocco. Zakaria Abouklal perfectly hit the nail on the head when he said, "Everyone now knows Morocco belong at this level." They clinically dismantled Canada 3-0 to punch their ticket to a quarterfinal bout with France. Make no mistake, their defensive structure and counterattacking speed are entirely legitimate threats to the European powerhouses. Then you have the ultimate test of pure nerve. Switzerland showcased unbelievable icy composure after grinding out a tense 0-0 draw against a formidable Colombian squad. They converted when it mattered most, winning the penalty shootout 4-3. Now, they bring that defensive lockdown strategy to face Argentina. Rounding out the right side of the bracket, England edged a World Cup classic, eliminating Mexico 3-2. This sets up a massive, high-probability tactical clash with those giant slayers, Norway. England's attacking metrics remain highly potent, but they are facing a Norwegian defense riding unparalleled momentum. All right, part 3, the ultimate final contenders. Here's how the chronological funnel plays out. July 9th and 10th, the left bracket heavyweights clash in Boston and LA. July 11th, the right bracket is decided in Miami and Kansas City. The survivors collide in the semifinals on July 14th and 15th, and all of that points directly to the grand final on July 19th at the New York, New Jersey Stadium. So how exactly does the algorithm project the final? Step 1.
Calculate the left bracket survivor based on Spain's 100 rating versus France's 98.6 threshold. Step 2. Calculate the right bracket survivor by factoring in offensive output against the defensive vulnerabilities of Argentina, Switzerland, England, and Norway. Step 3. Project the ultimate grand final matchup. Remember, these algorithms are strictly bound to live tournament data and current form. No emotions, just numbers. And here is the official projection. Based purely on bracket probability and current statistical form, the data points to a grand final between Spain and Argentina. Over in the left bracket, Spain's flawless 100 rating and unbreakable defense make them the mathematical favorites to survive the gauntlet of France, Morocco, or Belgium. In the right bracket, despite their close calls, Argentina holds the highest offensive probability algorithms to outlast Switzerland and subsequently the winner of Norway and England. The data is forecasting a truly historic clash. Spain's absolute technical dominance versus Argentina's seasoned, battle-tested resilience. But look, as we've seen, data is exactly that. Just data. The beautiful game is played on the pitch. Does Spain's perfect 100 rating mathematically guarantee them the trophy, or does the Opta data severely underestimate the sheer momentum of underdogs like Norway, Morocco, or Switzerland? I want to hear from you. Drop your final, data-backed predictions in the comments right now. Thank you for joining me for this explainer and enjoy the absolute chaos of the rest of the World Cup.